Hello Gemini, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Gemini is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. It is totally free, doesn't cost anything. If there's anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Gemini, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And look at that, we've got the Star card. And the card that volunteered from the pack was, of course, the Hanged Man. Two major Arcana energies, the Star and the Hanged Man. I feel like you're somebody on a mission. I feel like you have, I feel like you're undergoing a very intense spiritual awakening, spiritual revelation. The Star card itself, I think, is one where the universe is illuminating you internally. Your nature, your powers, your talents, your skills, everything internal to you, everything within your soul, I think, is being illumined. It's an enlightening that's taking place in your life. Okay, and I think with that then comes the illumination of your path, your destiny. Okay, you're learning who you are and what you're meant to do. You're learning the answer to the fundamental questions. Who am I? And why am I here? Who are you? The inner illumination. Why are you here? That's the outer illumination. And the Star card is giving you both of those. Okay? The universe has been preparing you. We have the Hanged Man here that's crossing your path. And I think the Hanged Man here, whichever way it's facing, and I like that this card can go either upright or, well, I guess this is upright, either kind of aiming downward or emerging upward from the water in a gesture of triumph. I like that that card can kind of can go both ways and is very significant in that way, right? I think that you have been suffering. I'll be honest. I think that the universe has been preparing you in very difficult ways for something very, very great. You've had to endure a lot of hardships in the last, I'd say the last year. But that was all in preparation for something. Now we're going to put the rest of the cards out. We've got an 8 of Wands, 2 of Wands, 7 of Pentacles, and an 8 of Swords. An Ace of Pentacles, the Fool, 5 of Cups, and the Tower. Yes, the Tower is very significant. This is a huge, very big change in your life. It's the change also from, it's talking about the ending of this suffering, for one thing, right? Whatever this dark period of time has been for you is over. You're emerging, your eye is open, your mouth is open, you are seeing the truth and speaking your truth. Right? You understand, you can see who you are, and you can announce why you're here. Okay? So I think it's the ending of this Hanged Man period for you, where with the Hanged Man, I feel like you've been in this period of suspension, of kind of feeling as if can't really make a move right now. That you haven't been idling. Right? But I feel like there hasn't been a lot of progress or change happening externally. It's just been this kind of inner work that's been going on. Probably a lot of emotional work. It feels to me like a lot of suffering, like we've been just kind of sitting here enduring something. Well, now that's changing. Now a lot of this energy is being directed outward. Now it's time for movement. Now it's time to get things done. Now it's time to implement a lot of changes. Okay, so with the two of Wands here in the past position, I feel like you were making a lot of progress. Something stopped. Okay, there was a roadblock of some kind. Traffic came to a screeching halt, and you've been suspended here, not able to move forward yet. Something has been keeping you in this particular energy for a while. Okay, with the Eight of Swords, I think you're still struggling to understand what the purpose of this was. But I think the Star is here to, again, tell you who you are and why you're here. And it's something that we're going to have to feel intuitively, not so much understanding it intellectually, okay? That the Eight of Swords in the future position, this is a lot of self-sabotage, a lot of doubt. This is us trying to make logical sense of something that's not a logical energy. We're applying this mental, intellectual energy to something that's not logical and intellectual, okay? So this is just going to confuse you. This is going to spin you round and round and round. Okay. The Fool shows the way. The Fool shows this letting go of the need to understand. The Fool doesn't know anything, doesn't need to know, doesn't want to know, doesn't care about intellectual knowledge. Just wants the experience, wants the freedom, wants to go, wants to move. This is the spiritual energy it's really the energy, just the go energy. Doesn't care where it's going, just so long as it's going. As long as it just wants to wander and frolic and dance and prance around the universe. That's it. And we see, of course, the Ace of Pentacles here showing that, yeah, it doesn't matter. Everything the Fool does is a beginning. Everything the Fool does is a seed that's being planted. Right? Everything that the Fool does is a new path. It's always a beginning. It's always a rebirth. It's always this starting fresh. Okay? And also I see the Hanged Man is then giving way to that Fool energy, to that freedom, to that joy, really. So this period of time is changing for you. Okay, this period of suffering, this dark, perhaps dark period of time, a dark night, is ending. Things are changing, right? You're emerging from this Hanged Man period with this very refreshed energy, and I like that. But the Two of Wands, yes, something did stop you kind of in your tracks. It stopped a lot of progress that you were making. And this was in preparation for something, I think, that is something huge. I think the universe has been preparing you for something huge. All right, let's select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is a factor infinite and unknown. And we'll just set it down over here. We're going to put Tiny Bob Ross right on top. We're not going to look at that card until the very end, but it will tie everything together and it will give us the confirmation that we need. If at any point during this discourse you feel like you know what that card is or you have a hunch, put it in the comments down below. We do it together as a group exercise. Okay. So we've got a lot of major arcana, 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got the Star and the Hanged Man and the Fool and the Tower. See, the Star and the Hanged Man are both cards that are trying to understand. Right? I think that we're trying to do this inner work. We're getting that inner illumination, and this is really intense kind of internal work that's going on. And then, of course, the Fool and the Tower are talking about external change, right? About us kind of transcending this previous state of things, which I think was where your progress was blocked. We have fire and earth connection, right? Your powers of manifestation were blocked here. But you're emerging from that period and things are really changing. And I think you're getting this kind of magical power where you're going to be able to make significant progress in your life, right? The universe, this was a preparation. The universe had to pause your progress to prepare you, to fortify you, to process. I think a lot of emotional stuff being processed, a lot of history being processed, really fortifying you internally, spiritually, for what's coming next in your life, okay? The Eight of Wands underneath the surface is showing the anxiety that has been growing in you. Again, if we've been stopped, our powers of manifestation were blocked, you still have all that creative energy that's just building up and building up and building up in you, right? This is all the magma underneath the crust of the earth that just is not coming to fruition yet, see? But here it is being unleashed. This is that volcano of creative energy. Could be some sort of a writer's block, a creative blockage, a career blockage, just feeling stuck, feeling as if our powers of manifestation were blocked here. Well, it was in preparation for something else. Meanwhile, all this creative energy was gaining force underground. And now, don't think about it too much. Don't question it. Don't think about it too much. Just do it. Allow it then to flow freely from you. You're being prepared. This was a preparation. Now it's time to kind of unleash all this creative energy. So it feels to me like it kind of was like this, like a blockage, like a creative writer's block or an artistic block or something like that, right? And now it is just, it's free flowing. It is just like, it's erupting now, And it is, I think, a new path for you in a way. It may be a continuation of something else that had been going on, something that you had started previously. I kind of feel that it's a recovery of something that was lost. And so it was, if something was lost, it feels like it was kind of like this, like a momentum or something that was lost, because we kind of feel that there was fire energy before and it was all coming this way, but then it got clogged. There was a clogged duct, And everything has come to a head here, and I think it's ready to erupt, and that's what we have with that tower energy. And the Fool in the position of the environment, very, very nice. I think everything is, everything feels new. So I think you're really entering a period of time where you have a lot of ideas, a lot of creative energy. And I think it's taking you to a lot of new places. I feel like you're definitely going to be traveling in the next 6 months. I think you're going to be seeing a lot of places you've never seen before, doing a lot of things you've never done before, meeting a lot of people you've never met before. Okay? So be ready for all of that. The energy that we're trying to avoid, of course, is the disappointment. It's kind of, we don't want to go back to this hanged man period. Who would, right? We feel that we're glad this is over, right? We're glad this is over, but this card is here. So this is saying that we have to be able to appreciate this hanged man period, and we have to be able to reflect upon it now and in the future to understand why we went through that. Now, it's not the time of figuring out logically why anything is the way it is. This is something that over time you're going to come to realize that this was a preparation for this. All right? It was a preparation for this. Now, because we have that Fool card here, I want to do a hexagram from the I-Ching. Let's do it. Because the Fool, well, sometimes the Fool can be the sage. Sometimes it can just be the Fool, right? Let's see what the I-Ching says. The I-Ching loves to point out whether we're being wise or foolish. Dispersing. Creating success. With the king's presence, there is a temple fruitful to cross the great river. The great river, to get to this tower. Constancy bears fruit. Definitions, dividing lines, established patterns of life and thought, all these can be dispersed and revealed as an illusion. Maybe this is all of that, right? Maybe this is all those patterns, the dividing lines, the definitions, the need to intellectualize everything. Maybe that is what you are transcending. Yeah. He's the Fool. Again, it's kind of the opposite of this. It can be dispersed, right? Revealed as an illusion. Center your inner authority and let your decisions flow from the essential underlying source holding everything together. The disillusion of old forms releases energy, right? Erupting. Releases energy into new purpose and direction. Where and how can you be less rigid? As energy and vitality is liberated from old boundaries, where will it go? Where are you going? Where are you taking all this? This is really on point. The I-Ching is always relevant and always right, and it's uncanny how on the nose these hexagrams are in these readings. I don't know if you've noticed that. I don't use these so much in the main readings. We use them a lot in the extended readings, but I'll start incorporating them more into the main readings, okay? I do like them very, very much. Let's look at this mystery card. Maybe this will reveal to us a little bit about what is kind of coming next for you, right? What is the kind of general vibe of the next the next phase of your life? What is this big thing that the universe is preparing you for? Let's see what we have. Wheel of Fortune. Fortune and glory. All right, Dr. Jones. Have you watched the newest Indiana Jones movie that came out? I started to watch it, and I was immediately kind of put off by the young Indiana, that they made him look younger using the technology, whatever, I was a little put off by that, so I haven't actually finished the movie yet. But let me know in the comments if you've watched the new Indiana movie. I love those movies so much. And I'm sure I'll love the new one. I just have to sit down and, get through it. Fortune and glory. That's what's coming next for you. This is the expansion. Now that there are no more of these rigid boundaries and these definitions and the dividing lines, the established patterns of life and thought, new purpose, new direction. This is that Jupiter energy. This is the expansive energy of the universe. This is showing that it's really your time now to expand your life in ways that you have not even considered before. Again, new places, new people, new things, new interests, a lot of new. But a lot of success, a lot of fortune, a lot of good luck, as it would seem, But it's not luck. This is part of who you are and why you're here. And your life is expanding. Your circle is expanding. Your circle of consciousness, your circle of experience is expanding. New places, new people, new ideas, new endeavors, new adventures. Yeah. And I think there's a financial component here too. I think that with the Seven of Pentacles up here at the top, something that wasn't coming to fruition, I think now is bearing fruit. So I think the financial worries lately are going to be fixed. All right. This is really, really good. We're going to do an extended reading as well. If you want to stick around, there's a link up top. There's one down below. New readings for Gemini, usually on Monday and Friday. I woke up today and I felt that there was a bonus reading that needed to happen for you, and I can see why now. All right. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Totally free. Doesn't cost anything. All right. Leave a comment. Let me know where in the world you're currently watching from. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you, and we're all in this together.